Episode 14 of Forecasting Love and Weather starts with autumn fast approaching. The typhoons are long gone, and the temperature is pleasant enough for families and couples alike to be out and about. However, the weather is a big juxtaposition to Hawkeye, who is still heartbroken over her breakup with Siwoo. We finally catch up to the moments at the end of episode 13, where acts out of character and loudly reveals that Siwoo and Hawkeye are dating. Despite telling her mom they've broken up, Hawkeye's mother doesn't listen and believes Hawkeye is trying to throw her off the scent. She doesn't listen to her daughter, and while this is played off for laughs, one can't help but feel the tragic element of Hawkeye's meddling mom who continues to ignore her daughter's wishes. Siwoo's father rings his son while he's in hospital. He's been in a car accident and tries to phone his son. However, Siwoo is too busy dealing with everyone whispering about his relationship with Hawkeye, which is obviously awkward and bizarrely placed in the drama given they're not actually dating. Kai-jun does his best to try and appease Yujin, cooking her food and trying to do right by her. Eventually he suggests they postpone registering the marriage, realizing that she's not 100% invested, and they're both going through issues. He promises to put in more effort, holding her hand. Hawkeye urges Siwoo to ignore all the rumors and continue on with work like normal. Siwoo though is struggling. With the weather pleasant and calm for now, it gives a lot of the people at the KMA an opportunity to take a break. Or, so they think anyway. Hawkeye decides to work everyone and keep them busy, keeping an eye out for cyclones or other weather anomalies. Kai-jun catches wind of the rumors thanks to some of his colleagues gossiping on their instant messages. In doing so, he heads down to see Hawkeye, eventually heading off for a drink with Siwoo. There, Kai-jun admits that Siwoo has done more damage than he has. Of course he has, and admits that at work, women suffer more than men when rumors like this spread. Kai-jun knows that his ex deserves better and tells him that, if they are to break up, that he does so courteously, otherwise he believes Siwoo should think twice before ending things. In the office, Siwoo takes Hawkeye aside and decides they should keep their breakup a secret for now as it'll be too much hassle for the office to handle. Siwoo doesn't want to hear other people gossiping, caring about what people will think of them. Hawkeye is more mature, though, and doesn't care, telling him it's her choice, that she wanted love and suffers the consequences of their breakup. Siwoo eventually admits that this breakup is way too painful for him. Meanwhile, a couple of floors down, Yujin takes Kai-jun aside and breaks the news that she's 12 weeks pregnant. That's obviously a massive deal and he's shocked. Yujin isn't happy that he's dumbfounded and scared, not giving the happy reaction she expected. She's out with Siwoo eating, while Kai-jun is with Hawkeye again at the bar, lamenting the same woes. Kai-jun is worried about being a good husband and a good father, but Hawkeye reassures him, claiming that he'll do great and that she was a lousy perfectionist when they were together. As they praise one another, Hawkeye brushes aside his cheating as water under the bridge as the pair are all chummy together. "You're a good person, Hawkeye," Kai-jun eventually tells her. While they wrestle with this, the best subplot in the whole show, Tae-kyung and Seok-ho, continues to develop. The pair are sleeping together now, and after racing to see her that afternoon, the pair end up making love, but as they're undressing and kissing around the house, there are little moments of awkwardness that make this feel very realistic. Anyway, back with the main couples, Yujin decides they should go to the clinic and have an abortion, pointing out they're not ready to have a child, and this is probably best for them. At the same time, Siwoo bumps into Hawkeye's mother again, who encourages him to head in, so they can talk. As they sit together, Hawkeye happens to be at the hospital, where Siwoo's father is just snoring. But the weather calming down and the typhoons a distant memory, Forecasting Love and Weather casts away from its rom-com roots into another episode that doesn't really go anywhere. Somehow Hawkeye and Kai-jun are best buddies, or at least talking enough to lavish praise on one another, while both lead couples are muddled and confused over what they really want. The hot cold behavior of Siwoo and Hawkeye leaves this reviewer wondering whether we should really care if they end up together in the end. The pair don't want to be together, and the ludicrous reasons this episode for not breaking up, "it pains me too much, people will gossip etc." doesn't once address the real crux of the issue. Are these two people compatible, and do they want the same things in life? And the resounding answer to both those questions seems to be no. At least from what we've seen anyway. Either way though, this K-drama is edging toward its final episodes now, and with next week looking to close things out, who knows whether this one will end on a positive or negative note. We'll have to wait and see.